It's my fault, basically. I'm the reason they run long. Is because like he'll come in and say, "Hey, hit this point, this point, this point, this point," and I'm like, "Oh no shit, you're from Schaumburg? No shit." You know, and you're a reporter. What the fuck? You know, and then we go
Mall,
off.
Schaumburg.
Yeah, I love Woodfield Mall.
Woodfield Mall's there.
I mean, Woodfield Mall like a couple of days. It's great. Yeah, the funny thing about Schaumburg is it's almost defined by that mall. And if you ask anybody anything about Schaumburg beyond that, they're like, "There's this big building that says Thermos on it." And like you can see from the interstate, and then like was it 355 or 294 runs into 90 right there?
Yeah, 294. I think.
Yeah, outside of that, they're like, yeah, in the mall.
And IKEA.
Medieval times.
And IKEA, I guess. Yeah.
Boom.
Medieval times.
There.
Is that technically?
Yeah.
Oh, were you the princess? No shit.
Yeah.
What's it like being up there?
I'm curious, how many years ago were you the princess?
I stopped working there 5 years ago.
Oh, that's got to be.
I think the last time I went there was like 2011 or something. So that
You might have took a picture with her and you didn't even know.
No, I didn't think I took any pictures of the princess.
Yeah.
How boring is it after a while to recite those lines over and over?
Oh, I could do it in my sleep.
Really? Can you do it? Can you do something right now? Yeah. Come on.
She's doing it.
Well, it's been a long time. Now I'm on the spot. Let's see. What were the...
If you're listening right now, the woman you're listening to is Danielle Doetsch. I had to look to make sure I didn't call her like Doetsch or douche or something like that. And she was a princess in medieval times. And on top of that, she was basically butt naked in an episode of Tales from FML called Poop Scootin' Boogie. Or no, Poop Scootin' Booty. It's great. Go check it out.
Yeah.
Got like 250,000 views. People like you. Can you do the spiel, do the princess voice.
Now I'm on the spot. My lords, my ladies, welcome. I'm delighted to see you here at our tables and joining us for this tournament. That's all I got.
Cheers.
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 Raise your
Clinking the
glasses.
That was great.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
That's a great show.
It is a good show. It's fun.
Yeah.
I never understood they made us have that stupid English accent that I'm terrible at. But it's supposed to be a Spanish castle. So I was always like, why do we have English accents?
It might like come across as super racist if you guys are doing like Spanish accents the whole time. That's
guess,
probably why.
But
Hey,
a certain night, like
welcome to our
every
castle. Wait, that's Mexican. That's not even
Because
Spanish.
I always went and I felt like my night would be different. And I'm like, I know that the Green Knight or some night is always going to freaking win.
Well, the Green Knight is generally like the bad knight. Like he'll be the bad guy a lot. They do change up the show a little bit. The storylines change. So it's a little different storyline than I went there. But they change up who the winner is. So it's not always the same color that wins.
So,
that does change up.
like the winner is predetermined
Yeah.
ahead of time.
Yeah. I mean, it's choreographed. They, they
feel
can't
like-
really be fighting to the death.
But I feel like it's like WWE, where every now and again, like somebody, fucking Stone Cold, like, fuck this shit, I'm winning tonight, and change it up. That doesn't happen.
Really, no. I mean, maybe that could happen because sometimes people would get injured.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah.
Banania.
Do people really get injured?
Well, the knights, yeah. I mean, they are using swords and shields, and honestly, the most
For Narnia.
injuries I saw was the big shields that they would hold up. They would get hit,
Yeah.
and if they weren't paying attention, it would actually hit them in the head, and that would like crack their head open.
No shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Where's their
my.
helmet?
Well,
Yeah, I couldn't do that shit. All right.
I don't know how some of them do that.
Yeah, but you guys
That
find
many
like
times to
the
show.
most handsome guys. That's got to be like a smoke show in the back.
Well,
Like when they're all fucking sweaty, dirty,
Yeah.
long
Oh.
hair, hot looking dudes,
gosh.
square chins. Come back there, rough nights
Dude,
tonight,
I
man.
feel
Yeah.
like
yeah.
I need to go
Let's
back.
go
I
hit the
didn't know.
showers.
Well, okay. Well, I
They're
will
all-
say when I first started,
The description
working
was
there,
great. I
Right?
want to go to medieval times.
I've
now.
been there. Yeah.
But I will say, I was warned my first day. My boss was like, "I'm just gonna tell you this once. You're an adult. You're a smart girl, but don't play in the sandbox." Is what they call down in the arena. He's like, "Those boys are dirty." And he's like, "That's all I'm gonna say about it."
You should have been
Wow.
like, yeah, me too. What's the problem?
No, actually, I think I was
mean
one
don't
of
play?
the
Yeah,
only
that's
I was
princesses.
born in the sandbox.
Man. So like, yeah, they're getting a lot of tail, those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Probably a lot of like soccer mom tail too. Like chicks coming with their kids and shit. Oh my God. That's got to be the perfect job for anybody. Especially if you're like in your early 20s, mid 20s. Am I the only one? Okay, just me then. Yeah, sure, absolutely.
No, I think they loved it. You know, because afterwards we'd go out, and after people saw the show, then you could come take pictures, sign swords or whatever they did, and the girls
they were
would
getting
just be
cougar
like,
to death.
Here's my number.
Yeah.
Can I sit in your lap and take a
12
picture?
years old.
Mom,
Date me.
Mom, we gotta go. No, just get in the van. Mommy will be there in a second. The Green Knight wants to talk to Mommy. It's okay. How long did you work there?
2.5 years.
2.5 years. Wow. Did you like it? Did you enjoy it?
I did. I loved it. When I first started out, it was so much fun. I mean, when that place is full, it's like 1,500 people, and the energy is amazing, and it's a lot of fun. But you know, like anything, it does get old. 2.5 years. You know, some weeks were short or not that many shows because it was not busy season. But then the busy season, we would do matinees, Friday, Saturdays, and Sundays. We'd be like triple shows, and it just got old a little bit. Yeah. And I couldn't audition and do other things because I was doing that every weekend, and I had a day job. So it was like nights, weekends. That was my life.
Yeah. Do you want some water, man?
No, I'm good.
She was just sick of being the damsel in distress.
Yeah, you know. I was sick of wearing a tiara and a big giant dress. And
you were living the stereotype, at least, of most girls' dreams. Like you were literally a princess every night getting rescued. You were a damsel in distress, surrounded by hunky guys, with a narrative that you were kind of at the center of. Like you could play out this fantasy over and over again.
Yeah. I mean, it was like playing dress up. I got to be almost like a Disney princess, which was my dream as a little girl.
Aw.
So that was fun.
And now you're working for, can we talk about this? No, yes, no.
Yeah,
we'll not name the company.
Okay.
But you are essentially the bikini girl, except nowadays you don't wear bikinis and they let you talk. Like, but you're one of the ladies who at the car shows you go up and you sort of parade around the car. You look very beautiful. You show how awesome the car is. You make it look better with your presence, and you tell people about how awesome it is. Right?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, I get to travel around the country. I go all kinds of different cities. Some of them places I would never have ventured to on my own. So it's a lot of fun. Just finished up my last show of the season. So.
Where were you?
Columbus, Ohio.
Ooh, Columbus.
Maybe not the most exciting city, but
yeah, lovely, lovely Columbus. They have trees, and I'm gonna guess some bars.
High Street Market.
Sweet. Is that the capital? Is that the capital of Ohio?
I think is it? I don't know.
Gosh.
I'm
Who knows?
terrible.
Who cares?
I know Cincinnati's a big city. There.
Yeah, Columbus must be the capital, or else no one would know about it. Yeah, must be. So,
Don't put that on there. We don't know. I passed 4th grade, I promise.
How did you get into that field of work?
Kind of accidentally. I was working on a TV show, one of those like reenactments of scary stories and ghost stories and stuff. And
Shit.
Yeah. On Comcast, and I was playing a couple ghosts in some of the reenactments, and someone who was working behind the scenes also worked for an agency who did trade shows and placed girls with that kind of stuff. And she asked me if I'd ever done it, and I didn't know anything about it. I was like, I don't know what trade show is. What are you talking about? But I was like, yeah. And she said that her agency liked to use actors more than models because we could actually learn about the products a lot quicker and interact with people a little bit better than just standing there and smiling.
Yeah.
So I gave her my information, and then I kind of started from there. They booked me on stuff, and I remember showing up to my first trade show, and I was terrified because I had no idea what was expected of me or what I was supposed to do.
Wait, they didn't tell you? They didn't say
Not
give you like
really.
a walkthrough or something?
Not really. I mean, when I got there, they kind of told us what we were doing, but I just showed up and I was like, I have no idea if I'm supposed to know. I'm just going to pretend like I do. And I feel like that's pretty much what I do with
It's like
trade
sink or
shows.
swim.
You just act like you know what you're talking about, and people think you do.
Really? I think it's because you're pretty. They're probably like, it doesn't matter, girl. Just get up there. Just fucking get up there.
She's not saying anything, but it doesn't matter.
It's a V16. It's
No, I mean, we do. It's a little bit different than it used to be. I mean, we do have to do like a week-long training in Detroit at the beginning of the season.
Really?
And we have to pass a test and learn all about the new vehicles and be able to answer questions. So we actually do have to learn about the product.
You must be awesome at parties. Because you can because like how often can you call dudes on their bullshit or like sort of check them where they're trying to be all like manly with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a Mustang 2012. It's a Shelby. It's 0 to 60, blah, 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 blah. And you're like,
Yeah.
oh, really? And you just name off some random shit. What's the torque? What kind of suspension do you have? And you're like,
Yeah. Or I get the opposite where people ask me questions, and because I'm a girl, I answer it, and I'm telling them the right information. They'll just be like, no. Or they'll walk up to the guy standing next to me.
Oh, well, they assume you don't know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
All the time.
Even though they know what you do?
Yeah.
No shit.
Oh, yeah. Or they just make comments like, oh, you just have to look pretty and stand next to the car.
Oh, like I just did.
Okay.
Yeah, that's great.
Or, do you come with this car?
Oh, double entendre. Oh, shit. Oh, they're so clever. Never heard that one before.
Yeah.
You must get hit on like a ton at the shows, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's...
Well, it's got to be horrible. Or I don't know. I guess it depends. It depends on what the type of guys. I guess it's hit or miss, right?
Thing. Sometimes, people say innocent things or they're joking around. It's not really a big deal. I try to joke around back. Like when they make that comment, I'd be like, oh, you can't afford it. If I did. Or something, and try to make it light. But then some people say things, that are a little bit more, a little bit too much. Like, we're old. A lot of old gentlemen like to hit on me. like older than my grandpa. Like to
They
hit
got
on me.
nothing to lose.
On
They
it-
got nothing to lose.
I had the craziest
They get
discussion.
to say what they want. They've lived their life.
Well, it's true. I mean, they're just like, why
That's how
not?
they feel.
Why not?
Right?
I'm a widower.
Yeah,
I've got a mobile home and a great 401k.
No,
My retirement plan is stellar. My pension. I'm drawing Social Security, and my house is paid for. I just pay the taxes. I can treat you like a queen.
oh my gosh,
Tempting.
it's. I will
A
say,
bunch of sugar daddies. That's what you're talking about, right?
Yeah, or I had a gentleman who was talking to me at this Columbus auto show, and I've got something that I've never had someone talk to me about. So the new vehicle came out that's kind of a retro classic that hasn't been out in like 15 years. So all of the older gentlemen are coming up like, I used to have a da-da-da-da back in the day. So, that just happens.
Yeah.
And I'm talking to him maybe for 5 minutes. He's telling me about a car he used to have in the past. And then out of nowhere, he's like, I have this theory. Let me just ask you a question. I'm like, okay. He's like, what do you like to cook with? A gas stove or an electric stove? And I was like, oh, well, I have an electric stove. He's like, I have this theory that more intelligent, smart people like electric. And I was like, okay. And then he's like, I really like to like open my stove and take out the shelves and get inside. And I tried not to really react because I'm like, I must have heard him wrong. Like, there's no way he just said that to me. And then he proceeds to tell me all about his stove fetish.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, it was a very weird, interesting
Let
conversation.
Let me guess. I'm going to guess, right? It's like an autoerotic thing, like an asphyxiant thing.
I don't know. I mean, he didn't go into detail about that. He was just telling me about how he had this fascination since he was a kid. His parents brought him to a psychiatrist, and they said he's going through a phase, but he still loves stoves. And I mean, just like comments like, why do you think I like electric more than gas? And I didn't know what to say. So I was like, so the fumes don't kill you? He's like, oh.
So when you're in there, you don't die from...
I know. And
like
he's
that.
like, oh, it lights up, so I'm not in the dark. And I was like, okay.
It's things like that that make me happy. That I'm not a woman.
I,
In the sense that nobody comes to me and says crazy shit like that. Like, I don't have to deal with that. Like, I've never had a guy walk to me like, hey, man, so, trunks. You into trunks? Because, man, I love trunks. And I'm like, well, space. I like a lot of space. Yeah, you need a lot of space to get in there, if you're jerking it. Like, no one's ever said that shit to me.
I think we just figured out your next FML.
That is the
Get in the
creepiest
stove.
shit ever. If somebody said that shit to me, I might fucking knock them out. Like, that's creepy as fuck.
I didn't even know how to...
Witch. Get in my stove.
I didn't know
Get
how to
in my
respond.
oven.
And then he was talking about when he met his wife and how she had an electric stove and he was excited. And then he was like telling me how he was...
Oh my God, you're so full of shit. Is this real? No. Is this a real story?
100% real story.
Oh my God.
What kind of stove you got, baby?
Well, and then he was telling me how he's written stories about it and he wants to put it online. He was asking me if I knew anything about blogging. And I was like, no.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's definitely...
I think my favorite part is he said, I'm not suicidal or a cannibal. I just love stoves.
That guy is a fucking cannibal.
He's not hurting anyone, right?
That's
I
full of
guess if
shit.
He's not hurting anyone.
That guy is a cannibal. That guy's a sociopath and a
stuff.
cannibal. In the first, like, he's thinking like, what's weird? What can I say? I don't eat people. That's not weird, is it? Like, he doesn't know what's not weird and what is weird. That's a dangerous person.
Well, yeah.
Did you get his?
And who talks about this to someone that they don't know? I mean, he didn't even know my name. We were talking for 5 minutes about a car.
Oh,
He
no.
can't talk about it to people he does know.
Maybe,
So,
I don't know.
My girlfriend is she's in her pre-doctorate. Is that the right terminology for that? She's studying to get her doctorate right now, right? And she's a psychologist, or she will be a psychologist. She would love to meet that guy and like sit down with him for like an hour.
I'm sure. I
have him
mean,
express all of his feelings.
I didn't even
Oh
know
my-
how to.
towards Stowe.
How often do you get
do
weird
you,
shit like
Bilbo.
that?
Oh, you do you.
My friends call me a stalker magnet, a weird, like anyone who has weird things. They just cling to me. I don't know. I send out like a just come talk to me about whatever you want kind of vibe or something. I don't know.
You have
In that
kind
case-
eyes.
What do you need to
In
talk
that
about,
case,
Tori?
Danielle,
What's your fetish?
Oh yeah.
I really like watches. I've had this one for 2 hours.
Do you like my scarf?
Yes. Watches and scarves.
Like that. Have you read the comments on that FML?
Oh yeah.
They're super fucking weird. You haven't read them, have you?
I read a couple and then I decided that it was better if I did.
Yeah. It's like, are you really saying that, dude? Like, I don't know if people are joking, like if they're just trolling to say something hilarious, or if they're just like, no one knows who I am, so I'm just gonna like, yeah. Or if they think like you're really gonna take it to heart. One dude was like, next time you should have her like walk and there's poop on the floor because I think that would be hotter. And I'm thinking like, does he think that like people are gonna take that to heart?
I don't know.
Anywho. Hey there, Tori. that really ought to be an
I
FML.
made my decision.
That would be so
You
fucking
guys
funny.
can do that. You guys have a good time doing that stove FML.
No, by the way, everybody, I'm talking to Tori Clark, who plays Stacy Slaughter on the show right now. By the way, when I first started watching the show, you probably were my favorite part of the show. I've talked to Wyatt about this, talked to Chris about this. As the friend who's got like the crush on, I always call him Big Brother Deaderson, Donnie. I think you play your character very well, and I was always impressed by your skills on the show.
Thank you.
Yeah, no shit. I just thought you.
I'm really good at liking a guy who never likes me back.
oh no.
I'm like so good at that.
It's like it's me out there. Just play, it's like it's not even an act.
This isn't acting. It's just me with makeup on. That was a really high laugh.
That was very funny. So how did you get the part? Or how did you hear about it? Where did
Actually,
you?
I saw it on Facebook. I don't
Yeah?
know. I think I'm just part of like the film group in Rockford because I did a film with a few guys from RBC who did like Stark Reflections. It was a short film that was been going around the neighborhood this past year.
Stark Reflections?
Yes.
Never heard of that one.
After that, I was like, oh, I guess I'll try to do Rockford stuff since I was going to move here for my job anyway. And so I saw this Deadersons thing pop up, and it was a cute little, like, the logo of the smiley face kind of messed up. And I was like, oh, let's see. I don't want a main part. I don't want a big part because that's not what I'm into. Like, I can't commit like that. And so I auditioned with my sister on FaceTime. So I was like, hi, I'm Tori, and this is my sister on FaceTime. And, like, she'd be, like, half a second, like, off, like, hi. So my lines were all, like, I was like, oh, are your parents going to be home yet? Or blah, blah, blah. We're getting ready. And then, like, I'd be pausing. I'm like, Ollie, respond to me, sister, respond to me. She'd be like, no, I'm not ready yet. Like, she didn't even
So you're saying you gave the most horrible...
It was an awful audition tape, but I'm
ever.
so glad that I decided to look past it and just be like, sure. I just remember they were like, yeah, good enough, I guess. Like, okay, sorry.
We were desperate.
Yeah, I guess she's from Rockford. I guess we gotta give her an option.
No, well,
Not
no.
from, but I live here.
No, you're very funny. And I think you're incredibly talented from what I've seen on the show. Like, you stand out. To me, at least. I don't know shit about movies. But to me, or film or anything like that, but to me, you stand out. I thought you were hilarious from the jump. Like you, I kind of see your character as like comic relief, kind of. And a lot of people, I feel like, can't do that because they come across as like not being genuinely in it, because it can be tough to commit to the joke.
Oh, definitely.
And you really play that whole kind of like, like, well, no, that's not right because you're not a ditz. But you play
Sometimes.
sort of like the naive crush girl very well. It's hilarious.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I thought you were a teenager.
I could be.
I think you could pass.
Plays a teenager.
Yeah, no, I really thought you were. I thought you
you
were like
asking
18 or
my
19.
age?
I'm not. I'm suggesting
You
that
never
you look
asked my
like.
age.
I'm thinking you might be old enough to drink. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I hope
I
so.
hope so.
Because it's gone.
So what's it like on the show? Like, I also like the interaction between you and daughter Deaderson. Name,
Delia?
please. Line. Delia? Delia, yeah. Between you and Delia. I think you guys play off each other very well.
Oh, yeah. It was really weird because the first time I met Jennifer, who's the actress who plays Delia,
I knew that.
she ran into the bathroom where I'm getting made up. And this is the first time you ever meet this girl. She's running and she's crying. She's sobbing. She's like, I got a speeding ticket. I tried to get here. And she was late and it was sad. And I was just like, oh, no. And like, she's all upset. I'm like, oh, no. This is not going to go good. How are we going to get happy, goofy, girly?
Yeah.
And then, like, she sat down. She got her makeup done. And she's like, I was coming from Victoria's Secret. Like, I worked there at Schomburg. And I was like, I worked there. She's like, did we work together? I was like, we did. So we actually knew each other without actually knowing each other.
Yeah.
So the chemistry picked up really easily. She's really easy to work with too, and she like memorizes and does good like with all of her lines, and I just like do whatever I want. So I don't know how she works with me, but it
Are you like
works.
all Marlon Brando the whole damn time? You get cue cards right out of camera line?
I don't. I memorize my lines too. I memorize the idea, and that's kind of how I have to do most of my things.
You
like,
memorize
just
the
for
idea.
scripts. Like I know what we're getting at.
Okay.
But sometimes I don't go like line for line. Like the script, like Delia Deaderson will like be on point.
Yeah.
And then Stacey will just go around. That's maybe why you think it's so natural, because I'm just like, this is what I would say.
So you're just interpreting the script?
But it's basically all Chris's writing.
Yeah.
But sometimes, as she knows, I will struggle, and I'll just be like, all right, F it. I'm saying it this way because my lips aren't working. They're not moving.
The last episode, because you guys play an important part of the Ash, like I call it the Ash saga, which is my favorite storyline of the show, is because I guess, I don't know, there's something about the idea of this kid trying to find his parents that I find to be really, I have a lot of empathy for it, I guess. Like, I'm really sad for him. Like, I know he's not a real person, but like, I almost
real.
cried at the end of this last episode when he got the call.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, Mom. I'm like, oh shit, turn it off.
Acting that was really fun too.
Was it really?
Because we were all like blah blah blah, and then suddenly he'd say "Mom," and I was like, "Oh my God, it's his mom." My mom doesn't call me. I don't know. I don't even have a mom on the show. I don't care. But no, it was honestly, we were all tearing up. It was hilarious. Like it was, and there was a lot of people there. A lot of like for that actual scene, there was a lot of Deadersons in one room. So to have that many people in one room, and we're all like kind of like,
It's so rare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jacob.
Because you guys usually shoot in like sections or whatever. Like, you don't shoot everybody together.
Yeah, we don't get to see each other often.
Yeah, I know a lot of times
Yeah.
when you guys are shooting, what the fuck's wrong with me? When you guys are shooting scenes, Ash and his buddy, Danny. Cliff. Ash and Cliff are like, they're shooting their shit separate, and then you and Delia are shooting your scene separate.
Yes, for
Right.
the most part.
Yeah, so
Which is great because I don't have to see them all the time.
I can't wait to have Ash on. Other guy. What's his name? What's the actor again? Jacob. I can't wait to have him on. We're gonna
Jacob's
trash you.
awesome.
We're gonna clown you. No. Like Tori doesn't even like.
Try.
Is there a lot of tension on set? Tori says she doesn't want to be in the same room as you. Respond, please.
It's actually the
No.
total opposite. Like, it's like everybody jumps in my car when we have to go. Like, everyone's like, we're riding with Tori. Like, it's me, usually Jennifer, which is Delia, and then Jacob, which is Ash.
Yeah.
And we'll be like recording lines we'll be reciting our lines in the car.
Do you get recognized at all?
For the Deadersons?
Sure.
Um,
Not yet.
I think when I've been out with you to something that you, like when I go to an event with Wyatt, was something that Wyatt has done before. Sometimes people are like, "You're Stacy," and I'm like, "Who?" oh yeah, Stacy's my name now. But I mean, you get recognized just in general if you're in that makeup, though.
Yeah.
Like I had to go to like CVS after filming, and it's not like you always take the makeup off because
it takes a while. Yeah,
it's a process. So
I didn't realize how well known the show was until I was at a bar, like a couple of months ago. I was at a bar and I was sitting there with a buddy of mine, and he was like, "What are you doing tonight?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna leave here. I gotta go shoot the episode of Talking Deadersons." So I was like, "Deadersons? Are you on that show?" And I was like, No. I record another show you've never seen about that show.
No, you're my friend, but you don't watch my stuff. Whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody loves me.
Oh.
Yeah, the last episode. It seemed like it was shorter than most of the episodes. Like I got the impression that like that was a quick shoot.
Filming wise, I feel like I usually come for a day or two to film no matter what. And this time it was a day. It was a very long day, but because I mean, if Stacy and Delia are in the episode a lot, we're gonna try to get it done all in one day.
Right.
But so to me, it didn't feel as short. But but
are you guys real friends off the? I mean, you said you guys connect. You guys hang out.
We
are you
have
buddies?
Yes,
yeah.
Because she lives in the Schaumburg area too. And I don't live there now, but my parents are out there, so I go out there all the time. We've met up for a few lunch/dinner dates. It's always fun to catch up outside of the Deadersons where we can actually relax. It's not working, even though, I mean, we're pretty relaxed. Oh, yeah, we just practice lines because that's all we ever think about.
Your whole life is the Deadersons. That's what it's all
Basically.
about.
But no, it was great. I made a new friend out of this show, so... Not that I knew her before, but now I know her better. So I love you, Jennifer.
Now I know that you work on the news. I don't know if you want how, but outside of the news of the reporting that you do in the show, do you do other acting? Are you?
I've done other things, like I said, Stark Reflection. I've done a few things with Travis, which you've interviewed him a few times.
Yeah.
I've done just side stuff.
But it's not like a main pursuit for you.
I
feel like, and this is, just let me throw this out here. You are very talented. I don't say this to everybody. And obviously, who the fuck cares what I think? I'm just a guy with a bunch of microphones in his office.
That's true.
Yeah, exactly. But I think that, like, you stand out to me as a performer. So I was wondering if, like, you seriously had considered pursuing the career of acting in earnest. Or is that a thought that you have, or is this something that you're just doing for fun?
It's definitely a thought that I've had.
Yeah.
I'm just also, I'm pretty undecisive. I'm indecisive as a person. So like me committing 100% to one thing, which is a great thing to do, because then you'll actually be really good at one thing if you commit your whole time and effort to it. But I just like to keep dabbing in different things. And
why did you say it like that? Like, are you like you don't want to? You're not.
My own self. Like, well, it's
I feel like you
want too. I don't know about you. I mean, she has another job, but like, if you really could commit 100% of your time to this career, like thinking like, where could I go? But also, what about the bills?
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, if I didn't have to pay my bills, it would be 100% of the time.
Right.
Have either of you guys? I'm sorry. Have you been approached by like? Agents or talent scouts? Or
I have worked with agencies, and I kind of had a bad experience. Not a bad experience, but they just didn't do anything for me for a long time. Or they sent me like on one audition, or they would send me for like print work, which that's fine if, money and stuff, but that's not really what I want to pursue. So I kind of got fed up and I stopped trying to work with agencies for a long time. And then I just pursued things on my own and booked way more stuff on my own. And I'm sort of now coming back to the point that I'm like, all right, I need to get an actual agency that actually works for me and like submits me and pushes me for things. that will help me. But for a while, I was just like, no, I just need to build up my resume and get my own work. And that worked for me for a long time.
You know what's really weird, because you're not the first person I've heard say something like that to me. I've heard that from bands. I've heard that from other actors. I was out in Boston recently, and I met this guy. We were at a TGI Fridays. It was so weird. These people got drunk. They gave us money. It was weird. It was a great night.
Awesome. Nice.
Like, seriously, this drunk Boston couple just gave me and my girlfriend like $50, paid for our dinner and drinks.
Nice.
Like, I don't know. They were like, "You guys are so nice. Here, take our money." Nah, we're out of here.
Boston,
Yeah.
East Coast. You have better pizza than you guys.
Yeah,
You don't.
that's basically what they said. They were like, "You came late. If you came early, we would have bought you drinks, but we're leaving now, so here's some money." I met this guy, and he is a working actor, and he was in the third, what is that movie about the anarchy? Like, it's One Day Anarchy every year.
Oh,
The Purge.
The Purge.
Yeah, he was in the Purge Anarchy, and he did a movie with a Miles Teller that's coming out next year. And I was like, "So are you in the guild, in the Actors Guild, right? That was called? What's that called?
SAG.
SAG?
Yeah.
And he's like, "No." And I go, "You're not? And you're getting all this work. I know SAG actors that aren't getting that kind of work." And he's like, "Yeah." He's like, "It's just, there's no direct path to success in this industry. For some people, this is the way to do it. And for some people, that's the way to do it. And it's all about just staying busy and constantly auditioning and looking for stuff. And once you get your name out there, once you get your foot in the door somewhere, and then people see you and you get your name on a scroll on the credit line somewhere, then you start getting calls. Like, then all of a sudden it's like a rolling stone, but there's no direct line. There's no way to figure it out. It seems it sucks because, like,
Scary. That's the thing, is it's scary.
Yeah.
And especially
Yeah.
like for someone like, well, for me, I don't have a family or anything, so it's not as important to like keep making sure I have all my money and I got everything, but I do have rent, I do have bills, and that's what work pays for.
Yeah.
Barely.
it's tough. It's tough doing anything creative as more than just sort of like a superficial sort of little hobby when you have to pay the bills, right? That's kind of basically what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
But I mean, keep trying to inspire me. 'Cause
Yeah.
trying to inspire myself. But
well, I guess you're a beautiful woman. And you seem like you have a lot of charisma. I haven't forgot about you over here, sweetheart. Danielle, coming back to you because you're also like you're both lovely, beautiful, very talented ladies. And it seems like it should be like, from my perspective, I'm like, why? Yeah, but, it seems so obvious. Like, why wouldn't anybody pick these guys up? You know what I mean? Like, you should be doing commercials and shit, right?
that's what I do at like the comic conventions. It's like,
Yeah.
which you would probably love to do because it's fun. I've done that at the comic
Yeah.
convention, work a booth and just dress up as my character. But
Do you do the whole deal? You dress up?
oh yeah,
Who did you go as last time you dressed up?
my main one was Maleficent.
No
Oh,
shit.
Fun.
Yep.
You got pictures?
I do have pictures.
Online?
Yes. They
Oh,
are on my
shit.
Facebook. They are on my Facebook.
That's got to happen.
I actually won for, I think it was 2014. So it was the Chicago. The last time I went to Chicago, I went as Maleficent, and I was the best in show villain, female villain. So,
Wow. Now,
I was like, ooh, that was the first time I tried the costume contest. I'm too shy to do that stuff. But
did you create your own costume, or did you like?
yeah, I did.
Okay.
I designed it myself and then had help like sewing because I'm not. I can't sew anything. I did it like this. That's how you know I don't know how to sew. Like, this is knitting. I don't even know what I'm doing.
At least you actually fucking actually made a costume. Like, you didn't cheat. Good for you.
Thank
You
you.
didn't cheat. My girlfriend does the same thing.
She does.
Yes.
Good for her.
She's been
Cosplay is
yeah.
enlightening. Like it enlightened me to a different form of expression. It was fun. I like how you dressed as a princess and was a different person and have people take pictures. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Like, people just are like, oh, you're Wonder Woman? Like, I am now. If you think I'm Wonder Woman, I think I'm Wonder Woman. Like, little kids, like, they're giving you their babies.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
oh, this is my baby. Please. I'm like, you don't know me. I'm just a random person, okay?
When let me ask you this about, because I used to hear that, like, you go to these comic book conventions, and as a woman, if you're dressed in any way that almost seems slightly provocative, then it's like open season on, hey, be perverted around me. Come hit on me in the worst way possible type of situation.
I feel like that's society in general.
boom,
Whatever.
Or be
Not
incredibly
different with the
rude to me. Yeah. Is that a thing? Have you experienced that, or is that just?
I mean, do I get hit on at those events?
Well, not just. I mean, everybody gets hit on all the
But
time.
I feel like a lot of it's more. They seem very shy and scared of me almost. And
Really?
they come up and they'll be like, would you mind if I took your picture? And I'm like,
okay.
no, yeah, go ahead. That's why I did this. Look at, I'm peacocking like a mother. I have horns, I have wings, I have crazy eyes. Take my picture. They'll ask you to can I please take a picture with you or something? It's so cute. I think it's cute. It's nice. You don't usually get people who are too aggressive, grabbing you or something. I had a guy ask can I pick you up and carry you? He was Superman and I was Catwoman at the time, and I was like if you actually can, I guess. Good luck. I did it. I was like, wrong answer. Get me down.
Or were you just afraid of heights? Did he drop you? Or?
No, he didn't drop me.
You were just oh.
I was just not into the whole carry me. No, thank you.
You don't want to be the damsel in distress.
No. Holy shit, you and Cat as Catwoman, you were looking sassy.
I don't know if I like that.
You were looking sassy.
So you can look at all that?
Yeah, it's right here.
wow.
Yeah, you want to see? Here.
I want to see.
Check that out.
Oh, yeah, that's me.
That needs to be your cover. Oh, shit.
Party foul.
For people that don't know, Wyatt shot a movie called Soul Searchers. There was an angel and a demon trying to convince this person to be good or bad or not kill themselves or kill themselves or not kill themselves.
It was a girl that they were convincing in the story.
And you're rebooting it.
Yes, we're rebooting it with Tori and Danielle.
The lovely ladies you see right in front of you here. What do you? Have you guys started filming yet?
No.
No?
We just
Not
had
yet.
a photo shoot, so that was fun.
Photos look great. You're looking really beautiful, really, really awesome in those. What do you know about it yet? Do you have the script?
Well, we had a first draft of a script. I don't know if
the
that's
script
gonna be
that
the
we're
final.
using is from 5 years ago. So I want to update it. I want to have Chris update it as well, because I feel that she'll bring a different writing for women. I think it's only fair that a woman should write for it, but I think that she'll give it definitely different perspective. And there's some old things in there that I don't like anymore. I feel like I was a different person back when I wrote that. And so we're going to update the script. But it's going to be the same storyline that they've read. So just a little less whiny.
Yeah, so we kind of know the basis of what this is, the first episode. I don't know if it's episodic. I know it's kind of like a series of short films that might eventually turn into a longer film.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. That's the hope.
Yeah, that's always been the plan with Soul Searchers. Is I wrote a feature. I'm gonna talk loud, so maybe they'll hear me. I wrote a feature length.
This happens all the time, and then there's there's long chunks of the episode where we're all just sitting there going and you can't hear anything that's going on.
Yeah.
So I kind of get what he was saying. His whole idea behind this was to do little stepping stones to the main event of a long big episode.
Right.
And it's supposed to be little teasers to what
so you
really
see
is going on.
A little bit into the worlds and how it works between the angel and the demon and how that all unfolds.
Okay.
And their history.
Yeah,
So,
and if you've seen us in other things, like the Deadersons,
We play kind of the
totally,
opposite,
totally opposite
type of
kinda.
characters, yeah.
So you're going to
Slash
play
beat
the demon. Is that right, Tori?
I am the demon. And
Yeah.
In your words, I looked like a bitch.
You're great. You were killing it as the demon in that photo.
Which is, it's what I was going for. And,
You
the
nailed
most, the most complimentary thing I think Wyatt's ever said to me is I wrote this bitchy character, and when I was writing the actual lines of the script, I heard your voice coming out of it. I was like, oh, you just automatically hear my voice is bitchy. Okay.
That's funny because I had
good.
the opposite experience with Chris the last time I filmed. She's like, every time I write a scene for Heather and then I picture you as a person saying it, I'm like, is she going to pull this off? And then you come on and you start yelling at a little kid and I'm like scared.
Nice. It's great, which I guess it's good.
Yeah.
I hope I'm not
Are you?
not bitchy. I don't think I am.
I don't think so.
No, I think
You seem
we just
super
see you
cool.
playing the character well.
All right, you guys. Thank you so much for coming. Everybody, that was Tori Clark and Danielle Deetsch. Not Doetsch, not Doetsch, not Deutschland, not the Deutschland, Deetsch. And they are stars of the show Deadersons. And this was Notebook Entertainment Weekly presents Talking Deadersons, which I didn't say at the beginning of the show. You can fix that later. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for listening. That was the show. Big round of applause for my guests. It's just me. Clap for yourselves.
For you.
We're clapping for each other. All right. Thank you so much for listening and watching. Bye-bye, everybody. See you next time.